A large pepperoni pizza, please. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Hi, Richard. My name's Nicole. I'm one of the Social Workers of Services Australia.
Oh, amazing. I'm expecting lots of support.
Yeah, did you get my text message come through?
No. That's because I'm framed by the government.
Sometimes it's a little bit slow to come through.
Sometimes excuses like that don't wash because I've already spoken to the Attorney General about multi-million dollars in detriment, and as a public person of huge public value who's advocated for 25 years in support of other people, that the moment I needed advocacy, it didn't come. And then the Office of Prime Minister and Cabinet at first said my freedom of information was too voluminous, which sounds like a pert breast, but and then they got back and said, I don't exist, which kind of means that I'm absolutely clusterfucked framed. So I'd love to hear what social services have got to say about the position I'm in, considering that I'm squatting, I'm homeless, and I've already been literally systemically oppressed that much that it forced my suicide, which now I can't get justice for. And as a public service official who's bound by the Charter of Human Rights of people with a disability, and I have one apparently, and now I've got a bit of a brain disorder, or just my memory and stuff, that I can't wait to hear what you're going to suggest legally, and also in your advocacy to support me, who's supported the Australian, local, state, federal and international communities for over 25 years. Go for it.
Okay, so I haven't actually rang for that, Richard. I'm responding to a referral, but I need to do a quick ID check. Okay, date of birth, please.
Well, if you're not calling for that, what are you calling for?
Oh, well, I can talk a bit further once I've clarified your identity.
Clarifying my identity. Oh, well, I've already told you who I am. It's 8th of 4th, 73. Yeah, keep going.
Okay, so just date of birth, please.
8th of 4th, 73.
Oh, that's okay. It did cut out a bit there.
That's all right. These things happen, you know. People die. It's not much. It's just a little flesh wound.
Middle name, please.
William.
And your address at Footscray, please.
Oh, what, the one where I squat? Because I haven't got any justice, and Services Australia is actually under the auspice of the Health Minister who rejected me. Is that the one? It's at 2 McCubbin Street where I squat, darling.
Okay, all right. So, Richard, I'm just following up on a referral that was made to Centrelink, and it was indicating...
Who did that? Who made the referral?
Okay.
Who made the referral, can I ask?
Okay. Look, I'm happy to end the call, Richard.
No, I'm happy to talk. I just wondered who made the referral. Is that okay?
Okay, so it was from your contact to Centrelink? If you're not wanting to speak to me, Richard, please...
No, I am. I want to speak to you. Please, indulge me.
Okay, so I'm not going to play games, Richard, but what I'm saying is I'm calling because there was a referral made on the 25th of May when you've... the referral said that you engaged with a service officer and you were talking about not being able to afford food. And
what was that? 25th of May. 25th of May, June. So that's like a month and a half ago. So am I to divulge from that if I can't afford food, it takes 6 weeks for Centrelink to come to my aid? Is that correct? That sounds like a conspiracy to destroy me for me.
Okay, so it's 2nd of June now.
So May, January, February, March, April, May, June. Oh, 25th of June. Okay, yep. Okay, that's only a little while ago. Thank you.
25th of May.
Yep, so that's, 9 days ago? I don't remember talking to them, but I've got a bit of a memory problem, you see.
Okay, all right. So they made a referral in regards to that, and that's why I'm contacting. I'm not contacting about all the legal stuff or anything else.
But as a person who's a government employee, as I used to be, you're bound by the obligations of the Charter of Human Rights for people with a disability, which means you have to not act without or outside of the Charter of Human Rights for people with a disability. That means that every person in the government must act in congruence with it, and that we must have like simple things like food, a house, dignity, worth. Because I get death threats at the door and the police won't do anything, see?
Yeah. So I'm wondering, are you linked with the National Disability Insurance Scheme?
Well, in actual fact, I'm a provider for that service.
Okay.
Did you know that? I bet you did. Because you've got my file there, haven't you?
Actually, no, I didn't know that, Richard.
Ah, have you got my file to look at?
I'm not looking at a file, Richard.
Oh, I'm just wondering how much you knew about me before you called.
Richard?
Yes, sir.
Richard,
Yes, ma'am?
I'm calling in regards to nothing more than the query around food support.
Yep.
Okay? So I don't have a big file on you at all. I'm just looking at the referral notes.
Oh, what does it say?
That you were wanting to know what you were telling the service officer apparently that you couldn't afford to, and they've sent a referral through in regards to looking at what other food options there might be in your area.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep.
Okay. And the reason I asked you if you're linked with National Disability Insurance Scheme, because they are the government body that support people who have disabilities in regards to a support package.
Yeah, can I just comment on that? That I'm actually, used to be a NDIS allied health professional and therapeutic support, but I was scammed out of my job and amplified by a workplace injury, which has seen me being rejected from work cover and then Comcare, and now it's at the AAT, all along the line. You wouldn't believe. Not a lawyer in sight. That's because I've been banned from police, banned from lawyers, and banned as a whistleblower. And even, like as I was saying, the Office of Prime Minister and Cabinet doesn't think I exist. So when someone a bit lower down the line calls me, like, I've already spoken to the NDIA Minister Reynolds, and I said I was going to be homeless, and she said, well, there's homeless services for that. And I actually applied for a new NDIS plan with a lady called, what was her name? Erin Clark, I think her name was. And despite me, like I did with you, explaining that you're obligated to follow certain things, she didn't put rent stuff in the plan. So that was a bit weird. Thought that was weird. And so I'm on the NDIS, but in actual fact, the last, I think it was about 47 of my invoices haven't been paid, and that's led me to vagrancy and the no food option. So Minister Reynolds has actually condoned that I starve, and so is the Federal Health Minister Greg Hunt. He actually silenced some evidence that I had years ago. And in addition to that, I contacted Dan Andrews about this systemic oppression that I'm under. And funnily enough, he sent me back to the same hospital which I killed myself in because of the systemic oppression. And that's called conspiracy to manslaughter. And so Dan didn't help me. I really like Dan too. I think he did a good job through COVID. And but he didn't help either. But yes, I am on the NDIS. But yeah, they're absolutely diametrically opposed to me because anything on the government side of things is actually already set up to fail, and they're aiding and abetting my death as a suicide survivor by elongating my poverty and hoping I'll kill myself. And everyone's complicit in that because I actually did kill myself, and then I was blamed for just doing it for fun and attention because that's what I do. And then when they released me, I was kicked out of the system. And the second psychiatrist appointment I had was 10 months later. And for that entire time, Centrelink, I was already on sick leave. Centrelink put me on Job Seeker, which was a bit of a kick in the guts, you know, like we're going to fuck you up. And then I had to beg for the pension, which I'd already been on before, which of course is sponsored destitution because my pension is actually, I've got it written down here for you. It's $1,801 a month and my rent's $1,656 a month. So for 16 or 17 months, that's left me with about probably $30 a week for the entire existence of my reality. So I'm interested to hear what you've got to say in terms of supporting me from Centrelink services, seeing as they've disgraced me and desecrated me, my person, and the amazing things that I've done for society in my public advocacy role, which went for 25 years. And now that I'm an exploited, damned to hell scapegoat, what you as a representative of Centrelink has to offer for some potatoes in the box from the Brotherhood of St. Lawrence.
Okay, so you already are receiving what you're entitled to through Centrelink, Richard. Once you've exhausted what you're entitled to through Centrelink, we do look at the welfare services.
Oh yeah, what's that like? What's that like these days?
Would you like me to look up some of the welfare services for you, Richard?
Oh look, I have a little bit of support, so I've got an internet connection, so I can look it up. But I just want to comment that with the NDIS you referred me to there, I haven't got a local area coordinator because they've banned me, and I haven't got any advocacy from the NDIA minister herself. So she's really consciously and maliciously robbing me blind of money. So I know that I've got the maximum Centrelink can give me. I mean, I'm very grateful for it. However, the systemic broader picture is a systemic oppression that I'm just going to have to get some support from somewhere and prove in the High Court, because I'm literally a multi-millionaire, but I've got a bit of a brain fart disorder, but people think I got over it really easy. Because I killed myself, and as a suicide survivor and as someone who'd already overdosed from being sad and isolated, if you wanted to kill someone and you were the government, they're probably doing a good job, I reckon, because they stole my job. They protected killers, pedophiles. They put me in a hospital. They oppressed me and denied my dignity and humiliated me so much that I literally killed myself, and I was found with a fatal injury. I got the Freedom of Information. It said it was fatal, and then after that, they just totally dumped me. You'll probably be loving this story because narcissists or a narcissistic society loves to see the scapegoat suffer. And
Is that what you're saying I am?
No, I'm just saying that systemically I've been oppressed, and every government agent I talk to can only work within their remit. I think that's the correct way of saying it, within their remit. So you've already kindly forwarded me on. I'm very grateful for your support. And you've already forwarded me on to the NDIA, but they've already scammed me, and a lot of other places have too. So I made a website called killhim.info, which is really what's happening here in my objection to being a vagrant, or an infamous one at that, and having people ring up just to disappoint me,
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Richard. I can see from talking to you that you're across the food...
No, I didn't say you did. I just usually in general people do.
Yeah, okay. All right. I can see that you're already across the reason to the referral. I'm not too sure why they made the referral. I'm getting from you that you didn't really ask for that, and my apologies for calling.
Oh, so it was a mistake. Oh, it's a shame. Needed food. Thanks a lot.
No,